Hi everyone and welcome to Tuesday Truth. My name is Laura, and because February is the month of love, we're gonna continue to talk about love. The first week I talk about loving God and telling God, God, I love you. And why? Because God is the source of love. From Him is the reason why we have love. Without God, we cannot love ourselves and we cannot love others. So the second week I talk about loving ourselves, and like I said, without God, we cannot love ourselves. And if we don't love ourselves, how can we love other people? That's just impossible, right? So this week, you probably already guessed, I'm going to talk about loving others. The Bible tells us in John chapter 13, verse 34, a new commandment I give to you, that you love one another, just as I have loved you, you also are to love one another. The phrase that really caught my attention here is, love one another just as I have loved you, you also are to love one another. And here, why? Because Jesus is saying, love one another just as I have loved you. My question to you is, how has God shown His love to you? Because it is Tuesday Truth. I'm going to talk about how God has shown His love to me. So the way He has shown His love to me is by, other people. And I've told you this before, your church community is so important and your church family is so important. Why? Because, over the years, I've told you, I only thought I needed my family. I didn't need anybody else. I don't need people. If people see me by who I am, they're going to judge me. They're going to hate me. They're going to think I'm the worst. They're going to see me and they're going to see all my faults and they're just not going to love me. I'm going to be judged by every single one of them. But instead of, receiving all of that, I've received the opposite. My church community has loved me beyond measure. The things that they have done for me are countless, and I would be spending a whole hour here telling you just a portion of what they've done for me. But church family is so important because they have loved me, even when I failed them, even when I've probably been rude to them, even though most of them will say, Laura has never been rude to us. I'm pretty sure I have, because I am one very broken person. And in my brokenness, I've done things that probably have hurt their feelings. And so, they have loved me. And even when I've walked through, seasons where I've gone the wrong way, they have been so loving to tell me, Laura, you're heading down the wrong path. You're going into a way that you should not be going through. And you're going to say, that's not loving, that's being judgmental. Actually, that is more loving than what you think, because people who truly love you will tell you things exactly as they are. They're not gonna sugarcoat them, and they're not gonna tell you to keep doing the same things just because that's what they think. No, people who truly love you will tell you. I mean, that is what Jesus did. What happened with the woman that was having an affair with somebody else, and the Pharisees wanted to come and just stone her to death? What did He say? The first one to, without sin, throw the first stone. And what happened? Nobody threw the first stone. But what did He say to the woman? He said, go and sin no more. He saved her and He loved her. He loved her, but He loved her so much that He didn't leave her that way. He said, go and sin no more. You see, Jesus loved her so much that He didn't want her to get lost. And that is what your church family does. They will tell you you're heading down the wrong way. And that's how God has shown His love to me, by people being loving, patient. Love, what does 1 Corinthians chapter 13 says? Love is patient. Love is kind. And they have been kind. People have been kind to me, and they have been patient with me. What is the first thing I tend to lose with people? It's my patience. And yet it's the first thing that 1 Corinthians tells me. And when you love people the same way that God loves you, you're gonna see them through His eyes. Yes, because if you see them through your eyes, you're gonna see their brokenness, you're gonna see their faults, you're gonna see their wrongdoings, you're gonna see everything that is wrong with them. And instead of loving them, you're probably gonna hate them. But when you start seeing people through God's eyes, you're gonna see everything that is good in them. Yes, you might not agree with things, and yes, you might not, you might not see things the same, but you're gonna respect them and love them just as Jesus has loved you. So, I'm gonna ask you again, how has God shown His love to you? It's the same way that you need to be and love others. Make a list. Make a list and write down, well, people have shown me love by being patient with me, being kind, being merciful, being respectful, being this, being that. Make a list and start loving people the same way. Is it gonna be easy? Nope. Are you gonna have a hard time with it? Yep. Are people gonna test the Jesus out of you? Of course, people do that. And it's not that they test Jesus out of you, it's just that, you're gonna lose your patience. You're not perfect. You're not perfect. So, it's okay. Things will be hard, but you gotta start loving people and seeing people the same way that God sees them and loving them the same way God has loved you. That's why make a list. Make a list and go listen to this song by Petra. I remember listening to this song when I was a kid, and it came out in the 90s. I loved I loved the rhythm of it, and I just remember that the lyrics. Actually, the I heard this song in Spanish, so the part of the song that stuck with me is they love you. Friends are a gift, and it's true. This song is true because your friends, your church community, they're a gift from God, because that's how God loves you in the same way that you gotta love others. So make a list, go listen to this song, and send them a text message, or pick up the phone and call somebody and say, you know what, I love you. I love you. I love you, and thank you for loving me, and thank you for loving me in all my brokenness and in every wrongdoing. But tell somebody you love them and start loving people the same way God has loved you. And have a blessed, blessed Tuesday. Bye bye.